Do you have mold in your house? What's up guys, Tyler here with Bridgelight Properties. Today we're going to talk a little bit about mold, what it is, why it's a problem, what you can do about it, and how we might be able to help. So first, what is mold and why is it an issue? So mold is actually a fungus. It's kind of like a pollen where it floats really throughout the atmosphere. It's actually very common in buildings and homes all around. And you've probably seen mold in your bathroom. It really congregates in areas that have moisture or high humidity. So that's a good place for bathrooms. That's kind of conducive to it growing. Where it becomes a problem is places in like your basement or where you have a leak in your roof, a leak in a pipe, and it starts to build up without you knowing about it. But why is that dangerous? Why is mold a problem? So like pollen, some people are very allergic to particular strands of mold. Most of you guys have probably heard of black mold. That's what the media likes to gravitate to and really throw out as the most dangerous thing ever. There's really actually not a type of mold called black mold. There's a greenish black mold that has a scientific name that I will not try to pronounce for your humor, but you can Google it. And that type of mold on a large scale gives a lot of people bad reactions. So that's kind of the scary piece of it. But really, no mold in a concentrated area is good for anyone. It starts to build up, it gets in your respiratory system, and it can kind of just really kind of cause some negative effects. So what you should do about it if you have mold in your house. So the first step is find the problem. Find why the mold is there in the first place. When you're looking for the source of the mold, you're going to want to look for moisture areas, any pipes around, any leaks. If it's kind of on the foundation of the house, look for cracks or leaks. You're going to have to fix those first or the mold will just come back. Then once you have fixed the problem, the next thing to do is clean the mold or clean the area around it if it is isolated in a small enough area. So most of the time, baking soda water, some Clorox, just scrub it off. You can kind of clean that up and get it out of there. You fix the source of the problem, it won't come back. If you find mold that's more than you can handle, we bought properties before where the whole basement is literally covered. It looks like a carpet has taken over and it's actually mold. If you get in a scenario where it's just too much for you to handle and you can't control it, you're going to have to call a professional to come in and help. We've seen this range anywhere from $500 to $5,000, and sometimes you would have to leave the home for them to actually remediate, because once these spores become airborne, they really can mess with you in that kind of concentration. So lastly, if you just don't want to deal with the mold at all, you can always call a professional home buyer like ourselves here at Bridgelight Properties. We buy houses as is, full of mold. We'll take care of the problem for you and just get rid of it from there. So, you know, depending on how serious the mold is, you can probably handle it yourself. But if you do find yourself in a situation where it is too much to handle, give us a call. We'll at least take a look, help you through, walk you through kind of the steps we would take if it were in our shoes. And we'd be happy to talk about a cash offer for your house if you're just done with it in general as well. So I hope that was helpful. Please like and subscribe and share with anybody who you think might have mold in their house. It's actually more common than you think. But until next time, Tyler with Bridgelight Properties, and we'll see you later.